Good morning, yoga kids. Sit up tall, put on your yoga body. Take a big breath with me. Today we are going to go on an imaginative journey to the land where the wild things are. It's a really, really famous book. I bet you know it. Are you ready? Take a deep breath. Stretch out your arms. Inhale. Crisscross apple sauce. Show me your feet. Crisscross apple sauce. The cat is stealing my wild things toys. Oh, all right, let me hide those. Let's balance. Ready? Crisscross apple sauce. Did your parents ever put you in time out? Ooh, did you feel mad? Well, I call time out time in, because it's time that we need to check in with ourselves. Check in with our feelings, our body, our breath, and find a way to be peaceful and polite again. Let's start with the peace breath. Show me your peace fingers. Breathe in your nose. Whisper, peace. Peace. Send peace to me, and I'll send peace to you. Peace. In yoga, the word peace is said as shanti. Can you say it with me? Shanti. Very good. Let's start with volcano in case you're feeling any grouchy, mad, or sad feelings right now. Let's get them out. Stand in your mountain pose. Jump out a little bit wide. Bring your hands right by your belly button. Think about that hot lava of angry feelings and blow it out the top of your volcano. Go. Boom. Inhale. Boom. One more. Boom. Jump back to mountain. Let's pull in some sunshine. Some happy feelings. Some patience. And some time in for ourselves. Lean over. Hanging ragdoll. Shake your head. Shake your head. Yes, I'm ready for yoga. Yes, I'm taking some time in. And roll on up. Let's do one yoga pose before we read our story. I love triangle. Can you make a triangle with me? Let's do triangle pose. Ready? Hop it out. Should we hop a few times? Let's go up to 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay out. Turn those feet. Triangle. Keep your legs straight. 1, 2, 3. Up and over. Flip your feet. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Jump together and stand tall. I'm ready for the story. Are you? Where the wild things are. I'll show you those toys in a little while. Here we see Max, the little boy, and some wild things, looking pretty crazy. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. Whew. I think Max is being bad. Let's do down dog for the little puppy and up dog for Max's wolf suit. Stretch your paws big. Down dog. Woof. Woof. Up dog. Ow! 3 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Woof. Ow! Take a little rest. Child's pose is a great time in pose. So Max is making his mischief. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So Max was sent to bed without eating anything. Uh-oh, time in for Max. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until the ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Could you come into child's pose again on your yoga mat? Back here. Imagine you are on the rug in Max's bedroom and you are a little seed of a huge tree. Take a time in, 2 big breaths. And now slowly begin to grow up and up until you are a tall, tall tree. Bring your foot low, medium, or way up at the top. It's your tree. Oh, I had touched the wall there so I didn't fall down. Ready? Stretch your tree up. Push your foot down into the roots of Max's rug. The tree grew and grew until the vines touched the ceiling and the walls were the world all around. Let's try our other foot. Remember, you can start low. That's a good tree. You can stay low or even lift just a little. Stretch those arms up to the ceiling. Imagine the branches touching the ceiling. Very good. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max. And he sailed off through night and day. He sailed off through night and day. Let's start with the waves. The wave pose is really comfortable and a nice time in. Put your feet in the front, here we go, and your hands in the back. Drop your knees side to side, like a wave. To challenge our brain and get smart, look away from your knees. My brain's thinking. Is yours? And now let's get in the boat with Max. Grab under your knees and balance. Lift your chest up so you don't sink your boat. Ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Rest for a minute. Shall we try it again? Let's paddle like a kayak this time. Ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. I saw you. Max's boat is actually a sailboat, not a rowboat. And you know I like to do triangle pose for my sailboat. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Hop out, turn your feet, and make your sail. Do the windy breath as you're imagining Max's boat blowing through the ocean. Lift up and over. Up we go, back to mountain. What is in the ocean? And an ocean tumbled by for a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day, and in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. A sea monster. Sit on your heels. Show me your sea monster claws, lion's breath. Let's try it in the water. Come on your belly. Lift your elbows, lift your claws. Lift your feet. Once more. And float in that water. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Let's try. Sit on your heels. First, we have to roar. We know how to do that, right? Stick that tongue out. Then we have to gnash our teeth. Can you move your jaw side to side? That helps some people who get headaches. And then we have to roll our terrible eyes. Can you make your eyes look all around in a circle? And then we have to show those terrible claws. We're going to do it all together. The roar, the teeth, the eyes, and the claws. Ready? Breathe in. Boy, that's tricky. Let's try it again. Ready? So Max said, "Be still." And he tamed them with a magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened, and they called him the most wild thing of all. So, I want you to be the wild thing. Can you roar and roll? And I am going to tell you to be still with the magic trick. I'm not going to blink. Are you ready? Go. Be still. Roar. Be still. Roar. Keep roaring. Keep roaring. Are you getting it? Be still. I think it worked. And they made him the king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the Wild Rumpus start. Would you like to see the king of the yoga poses? It's hard for me to teach you that over the Zoom, but I'll show it to you. It's the headstand. The headstand's the king, I guess because you have to have a strong crown. Let me show you real quick. For a minute, I'm going to tuck in my shirt. I see you. Da, da, da. The king of the yoga poses, the headstand. I'll teach that to you someday. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. What is a rumpus? It is a wild, loud, and crazy party. Look at them. They're howling at the moon. Ow! They're swinging from the trees. They are having a parade. I have my Wild Thing finger puppets. Luckily, my kitty did not run off with any more. I'm going to show them to you as I put them on my finger. There's one. Aren't they cool? I'll put this big guy over here. He's got lots of arms. What a yellow one. Here's a silly looking guy. Whoa, I got 5 more. I wonder if I can put them on. All of them. That's hard for me to do when they're already on my fingers here. All right, I got 1 more. I think I can get them on. Let me show you these 5. See how they're all different? Are you ready for the Wild Rumpus? Stand up. First, we are going to swing from the trees. Can you lift your foot like tree flowers and imagine your Wild Thing is swinging? Ah! And now we're going to howl at the moon. Oh! And we're going to march in a parade. Can you lift your feet up and march? Howl one more time. Oh! Here they come. I gotta take them off now so we can finish our story. Now stop, said Max, and he sent the Wild Things off without eating their supper. And Max, the king of the Wild Things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then from around and far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being the king of where the wild things are. You see Max? I think he's lonely. Did you ever feel lonely? But the wild things cried, oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so. And Max said, no. And the wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. Let's get in the boat. Wave goodbye. Goodbye, wild things. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And the wild things roared and gnashed and rolled their eyes and showed their claws. Go. They sailed back over a year and in and out of a week and through a day. Let's do our sailboat once again. Jump out wide. Turn your feet. Keep your legs straight. Don't forget, you don't have to touch the floor. Windy breath. 1, 2, 3. Up and over. 3, 2, 1. Come back. Show me those waves again. Remember, look away from your knees. Let's take one more boat pose. This is my favorite one. I call this the balancing boat. Take your peace fingers and grab your big toes. See me, how I'm grabbing it there? Balance, lift your chest and lift up. Can you balance in your boat? Maybe you're here, or maybe you can stretch the whole way up. Whoa, that is a big stretch for my legs. I feel that. So he sailed back over a year and in and out of a week and through the day and into the night of his very own room where he found his supper waiting. Do you see his supper? And it was still hot. Is that curious? Such a curious story. Lay down and take a rest. Put a little animal on your back if you like, or on your belly if you like. Lay down completely for a resting pose. Close your eyes and imagine that your bedroom is a magical place. What would it look like? Would the ceiling have stars? Would the ceiling have a cloud and a rainbow? Would your rug be a forest or an ocean or a swimming pool or a playground? What kind of friends would you meet on your journey? A mermaid, a centaur, or a wild thing? Would you have a wild rumpus, or would you sit quietly and play a little game? Close your eyes and take another breath and make up your own story. When you take time in for yourself, you have time for your own imagination, your own thoughts. You could draw a picture, write a book, write a storybook, or even make up some yoga poses to illustrate your imaginary journey. I hope it's a good one. Sit up tall. Bring your hands to your heart. Namaste. See you soon.